You know what? Know what you're here for. Let's get to that sports talk, baby. We got a lot going on. As you can see from the title, you can see from the screen. We had some crazy games on Sunday, man. We had some crazy games on Sunday. As you can see, no Vance. There's no Vance today. Uh, but it's me. You know what I'm saying? You got your boy. Your boy's in the building, and I'm gonna get us right. So the Chiefs, they end up winning this game 19-17. They doinked the kick. How do these guys keep getting away with this? How do these guys keep getting away with these doink kicks, with these? It doesn't make any sense to me. Every time it comes down to the last minute, and these guys don't know how to finish the game. They don't know how to finish for some reason, this is the most vulnerable the Kansas City has been, and it's the most vulnerable Kansas City has been in a long time. But this is what they do. They come down to the last minute. They end up winning these games at the last minute. We seen with the Bengals in the pass interference. Even if they get the referees, you see a flag right here come out. O'Connell, he messes up the snap. He gets the snap count wrong. The guard is looking for him to do something, and boom, it hits his chest. Right here against the Panthers. The Panthers are starting to give a lot of people work, and for some reason, Patrick Mahomes, at the last minute, he tells y'all he is going to win it at the last minute. I don't know why it's happening like that, but for some reason, it is. For some reason, I can't hear my audio right quick. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, we still good. But, hey, one of these games, they get the block kick right there. One of these games, these guys are going to lose, and I'm going to be happy for it. And I know a lot of guys out there are going to be happy for it. For Chiefs fans, they loving it. They know they're getting close to losing some games, but this is what they do. They're going for their third championship, and it's craziness right now. It's a bunch of craziness, and it's a lot going on. Patrick Mahomes in this game. Let's check the stats. I don't think he played that well. I don't know if he didn't play that great, but you got 19. The field goal kicker, he makes his fourth kick of the game on a doink. 210 yards and one TD for Patrick Mahomes. He made a clutch play down the stretch to Travis Kelce sitting in front of him. Ninth straight AFC West title game. Ninth straight. Patriots have 11 straight, but the Chiefs now have 9 straight AFC West titles. And you can see the whole video concept back and forth with all these guys and how they won these games down the stretch. Toe tap. Isaiah Likely, they should have lost that game. It's a lot of games they should have lost, but hey, they sitting at 11 wins, 2 to 3 wins above the Buffalo Bills, and we'll get to them in just a second, losing to the Rams. Kansas City with, like I said, 9 straight AFC West titles. Patrick Mahomes led the 2-time defending Super Bowl champions, 12-1 on a killer clock, bro. 4 minutes and a half they took at the last to kick the last second field goal, and like I said, get it to Travis Kelce and end the game on the last second field goal. I trusted Matthew. This is what Andy Reid has said. This is what Andy Reid said. He trusted Matthew for the last second field goal kick. And this is their third string. They got their third string out there. They like the Lions, bro. The Lions got 13 players on IR, and for some reason the Chiefs can do it too. Got their third string kicker. I wish I had somebody like that to come out there and kick the ball like for us, because for some reason we don't have no kickers. I would take the Chiefs' third string kicker right now. If because I'm a Washington fan. You feel me? Y'all see the hoodie on, you know what I'm saying? I'm still repping. We're on the bye week right now. Baltimore on the bye week. Shout out to the teams on the bye week trying to get some rest, because my boy JD needs some rest. But to get back on track, the Lions and the Chiefs, for some reason, they coaching staff, they nutritionists, it's bad, but they players that are stepping up. That's why you draft well. That's why down the stretch you draft well, and that's why down the stretch you get these guys playing well. Let's name that career path. The Chargers ended up taking the lead. They were down 13-0 to start that game. To start this game, like I said, they got off to a They got off to a good start. I mean, to a bad start. The Chargers got off to a bad start, and then at halftime, they scored on like 3 to 4 consecutive drives. You got to do this stuff kind of early, bro. Against teams like this, you gotta do it early. This team could come back and bite you in the ass. And we already, like I said, we're gonna get to that in a second. But we already know what this team could do to you down the stretch, bro. And if you're not a team that's going to come out the gate and beat these guys straight off the gate, then you're not going to get none. Y'all tell me in the chat, in the comment section. I responded to everybody in the comment section. And, hey, tell me if you can hear my audio. If you can't hear my audio, tell me if you the questions you want to give me. I'm going to respond to them. You're going to pop up on screen. I'm going to respond to your comment on how you feel about the Kansas City Chiefs. Will this close margin end up haunting them in the playoffs? They're the worst team in point differential since the Raiders. Second worst team, plus 89. And guess what? That Raiders team won the Super Bowl. So even though they've been playing close, they haven't been the only team that has not done this. With the point margin being so close like this and winning the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs can do it. Like Patrick Mahomes has already said, I keep it close and then I win it at the end. That's just his mojo, bro. And that's what he did. He kept it close, and they won it at the end. Like I said, they do be getting lucky, as you can see here on screen. These guys be getting lucky. If it's a flag, if it's a missed field goal, if it's a last minute toe tap, that should have been a toe tap. If it's PI, if it's something, they're going to find out. They're going to figure out the way to win games and close ones, and it is what it is, bro. You can't really fault them for it because that's just what they do. That's really just what they do. I said, shout out to Andy Reid. Got to give him credit. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes figuring out a way to win. It was a 3-tier phase. Special teams, offense, defense. They third string kicker making a doink kick. They, like I said, getting lucky. He had 4 in the game. 4 in the game he had. And hey babe, check and see if my live stream has audio. Because I don't want to be talking this whole time. I ain't got no audio. Just check it right fast. And be like, yo, my whole joint had audio when I could just end that shit right here. Like I said, Patrick Mahomes, he ties Tom Brady with the most QB wins through the first 8 seasons. So he ties Tom Brady for the most wins in his first 8 seasons. If they win 3 straight Super Bowls, they're the first team to ever do that, win 3 straight Super Bowls. And that could probably solidify himself as the Super Bowl winning champion, the GOAT, Patrick Mahomes, the GOAT. I know Tom Brady beat him in the Super Bowl, but that had a lot to do with the Buccaneers defense or whatnot. I give credit where credit is due. Tom Brady was the guy. It was not Bill Belichick. We all know that. But he did beat them in the Super Bowl to win the Lombardi, beat Patrick Mahomes. But we ain't never seen nothing like this. 86 win in the first 8 seasons. You already got a couple Super Bowls. You about to win 3 straight. We have never seen a quarterback like this before, but they do get bailed out a lot. I will say that you do get bailed out a lot, and it is what it is. And just because you get bailed out a lot doesn't mean it's not what it is, bro. These guys are winning Super Bowls. These guys have a 12-1 record. These guys are the 9th straight AFC West title team. No matter what you want to call it, you want to call it fluky, you want to call it whatever you want to call it. These guys have 12 wins, and yes, they get lucky. Referees get lucky. Everything you're going to get lucky. And y'all tell me in the chat if this is going to hold up in the playoffs. What team can stand up to him? What team can take him out? Because the Chargers almost took him out. The Panthers almost took him out. The Ravens almost took him out. A lot of teams almost took him out, but for some reason at the end of the game, you just can't finish it. If it's a Super Bowl and the 49ers are up 10, if it's in the regular season where you're struggling against the Chargers team, they come back and score consecutive drives out of halftime, and they just figure out a way to win. If that's holding the ball for 4 minutes and a half in the fourth quarter and running the clock out and kicking the last minute field goal with your third string kicker, that's what they're going to do. They're going to figure out a way to win. And y'all tell me in the chat. Like I said, I respond to all comments. Y'all tell me if this shit is gonna hold up. I don't think this shit will hold up. Buffalo Bills are definitely a team you cannot do this against. You cannot do this against a Buffalo Bills team and you think you're going to win game after game after game. You're just not. You're not going to win game after game fucking with all these last minute drives and all this shit. Like one of these times these guys will be finished. And I will be there. I will be looking for these guys to lose because we cannot see these guys win another goddamn Super Bowl and Taylor Swift to be up in the box and we be looking at her every time they fucking score. Travis Kelce get the ball. We do not want that again. So if that's the Ravens, do something. If that's the Chargers, do something. If that's the Buffalo Bills, you got to do something this time. You guys are definitely lethal. Like I said, we'll get to your offense in a second. 44-42 score against the Rams versus the Bills. It was a definite shootout, bro. Josh Allen had 3 touchdown passes, 3 touchdown rushes, 6 touchdowns total. We'll talk about a little bit where he ranks in the MVP race. I'm going number 1, even though he lost. Because Lamar Jackson has 5 losses. I think Bills now have 3. I mean, it's not, I don't think it's close right now, but it's between Lamar and Josh Allen. And Josh Allen hasn't won one. So whoever hasn't won one, they're going to lead to that side because Lamar Jackson you already got 2. And for you to have, and if Lamar Jackson gets 3 and then he wins a Super Bowl, great. But if you get 3 MVPs and don't win a Super Bowl, I think that's a knock on him more than him winning the Super Bowl. So I'd rather have Lamar win the Super Bowl, Josh Allen win MVP, if that it has to come down to that. But right now, bro, you get 3 touchdown passes, 3 touchdown rushes. You gotta give it to the man. To 342 passing yards. Matthew Stafford, they lit it up, bro. Special teams, they get a return block punt or some shit like that. They take it back. They put up 44. They needed every single point, everything that happened because down the stretch, bro, Buffalo Bills was there. Just like Michael Jordan said, I didn't lose. The time just ran out. And what happened to the Buffalo Bills? The time ran out against those guys because it was even in the last minute, they scored a rushing touchdown with Josh Allen. He scored a rushing touchdown, and then they kicked the onside kick. And yes, all she wrote. They get the onside kick, and they run out the clock to like 1 second or whatever it was and ran it out. They needed every single second. And that's what you got to do against a team. Like I said, that's what you got to do against the Chiefs. And will the Rams would be a top team if they didn't have injuries? Maybe so. You know, they won the Super Bowl with this team. They add Puka Nacua. You know what I'm saying? Cooper Kupp. He used to be the receiving leader, catch leader, touchdown leader, the 3-crowner. You know what I'm saying? The Rams definitely are a tough team to play. If you do play them, and everybody, like I said, you got to know that when you're going against them. Yes, they were dismantled. Puka was out. Cooper Kupp was out. Matthew Stafford, he's always nicked up. Kyron Williams, I don't know if he got nicked up, but they have a lot of people on IR. They had a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, down, but there's no excuse. You put and like I said, we see them while they're healthy. I do not think that the Rams are a top 5 team. I'm hearing all this bullshit out of First Take and all this other shit and talking about will the Rams be no. You would not be you are not a top 5 team. Not at all. Rams secured their first win against the Bills since 2012. Bills 7-game win streak snapped. They were balling out. I think it was like I think it was 7 or 9. Don't quote me. Do not quote me. You know what I'm saying? You can lose your stats up in your mind, but I know they were on a long game win streak. And it was a pretty good one, bro. Pretty good one. Like I said, stats shown right here for Josh Allen. If you want to read the stats right quick. Like, come on, bro. Man had almost 100 rushing yards. 100. You almost got 100 rushing yards, 117 QB rating, 342 passing yards, 6 total touchdowns. Who's doing that? LA Rams, they controlled the time of possession. They had more total yards. They had 28 total first downs, leading in first downs. No turnovers between the two teams. So between the two, maybe two offenses, I'm not sure, because I know something happened where the special teams ran something back or whatnot. This game was momental for both teams. The Rams and Bills combined for 902 yards. If you're the two teams combined for 902 yards. 902 yards combined, no turnovers between the two teams. I mean, this was on another level, and it definitely looked, yes. And everybody, if you remember that game between the Chiefs with Jared Goff, that was that type of matchup, bro, against the Rams and the Bills. This right here, if y'all remember that matchup, they had Robert Woods, Jared Goff, Todd Gurley. You had the Chiefs over here with basically the same team they got now, except they had Tyreek and whatnot. You know, they was both explosive, and it was coming down to it, bro. Josh Allen had the game of his career, and definitely maybe even secured it up, the MVP vote. Y'all tell me if the MVP vote is secured up in the comment section for Josh Allen, or does Lamar Jackson still have a chance? Does Lamar Jackson still have the chance? The Rams moved to 7-6. They're looking for a playoff push. I'm a 8-5er. Washington Commanders. We hold the last seed in the playoffs. Our game against the Saints is very important. We will speak about Derek Carr in just a second. He is out with a concussion for several weeks. We got breaking news. Puka Nacua, once he caught that 19-yard bubble screen and gave up a beautiful block. I mean, a beautiful block to the outside receiver. And we got the attentions with AJ Brown talking about, oh, the offense is a problem, man. Go out there and block. And that's what they showed you. And this is what I'm talking about right here. Block punt. They take it back. They started off on fire. The Rams were going off 17-7 at half. I'm not sure. No, not 17-7 at half. At one point, it was like 28-7. I mean, the Rams came out. And that's what you kind of the alien, some of the stuff that he could do and the things that he can create, we knew he was capable of. He's shown that. That's why he's well respected and well regarded in this league. He is. The shit that Josh Allen was doing was crazy. Like I said, the Rams, I give the Rams this win more than the Josh Allen comeback, because you're not expecting the Rams to put up 44 points. I mean, what are these defenses doing? We have no type of cover. I mean, 44 points for one team and 42 points for this team. There was no type of defense being played. And I think that said that game made the Bills a little bit more vulnerable. You don't want to get down in a pit like that. You do not want to get down into a pit like that and try to figure out a way to come back in this game. Puka Nacua went off. 162 yards for Puka Nacua. Since this guy has been in the league, and this guy was not drafted high. This is one of these low-key guys that's going to burn you. And Sean McVay and this Rams organization, they draft well. They're doing the thing well. How are we feeling about the Rams? Can they come back, make a playoff push? Like I said, I'm a Commanders fan. I know the Rams are in the NFC, of course. And no, your ass better not come back and try to take my spot. Hell nah. I'm looking for the 6th seed. I'm trying to play the Seahawks or the Falcons. That's the teams I'm trying to play. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, they could make a playoff push, but this is one of the game for the ages. We had a great week of football. That game was definitely game of the week. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about the Chiefs, that doink field goal. How do they keep getting away with this? I don't know how the Chiefs keep getting away with this. The Bills, they still look sensational. This game, you're going to lose a couple games. Y'all know this. You're going to lose a couple games down the stretch, and that's just how it goes. It was a shootout. The Bills almost come back. The Rams win by the skin of their teeth. As you can see, 2 points. Josh Allen, he tried to score. They tried to get an onside kick. and it was completely over. Next topic, breaking news. Okay, Derek Carr looks to be out for several weeks with the concussion. Should the Saints, and I know this is kind of bad, talk about after injury, that yes, you wish the guy to do well, to recover or whatnot, but this guy, he has been a shell of himself for who knows now, bro. This guy hasn't been good for a while now. See, Louise. Sorry, guys. Should the Saints get rid of this guy? Let's y'all be real with me. Should the Saints get rid of this guy? He leads the all quarterbacks all time in losses. He is the first quarterback to ever lose to all 32 teams, and he has just not been good since the Raiders. He had a decent throw of the ball. He's a decent throw of the ball. I think he can throw it deep. I think he can get the ball in points that some can't. This guy reminds me of Dak Prescott. I'm sorry. And if you don't like what I'm saying on you, but I think this guy is literally a Dak Prescott. He's a Dak Prescott, bro. He's getting paid to do a mediocre job, bro. He's getting too much money. Guys like Kirk Cousins, who he's leading the league in interceptions. He's been playing bad. They've lost a couple straight. He's the type of guy like, bro, you're getting paid way too much to do the things that you're doing. He has like I don't know, bro. He's out for a couple weeks. I think they'll be putting him on IR. It's a lot of guys have been getting concussions, bro. You seen Tua get a concussion. You seen my running back Austin Eckler then got a concussion. Trevor Lawrence, he's out with a concussion. So, man, he's had injuries for some reason. They try to do everything. They try to put the guardian cap on your head to save you from these type of injuries, but they just gonna come. That's just how it is. And prayers up for Derek Carr. But I think the Saints really have some thinking to do this offseason about, is Derek Carr our future? Because I don't think Derek Carr is that good of a quarterback. I just don't think so. And you already been through head coach to head coach. So it's not the head coach at this point. You just re-signed Alvin Kamara. And it just seems like a problem at quarterback, and it's time to move on. There's a lot of quarterbacks that might be out next year that you can kind of pick up on. Is this a time to go pick up Aaron Rodgers? I don't think that Aaron Rodgers is doing much better than Derek Carr because the Jets are very terrible and they just been eliminated, and we'll go through some of the teams that have been eliminated in our next segment. But Derek Carr, official breaking news, will out be several weeks. I don't think we only got he's week to week right now, but all we got is 4 or 5 games left. There's no point to bring him back, bro. Your team's already bad. You're not going anywhere. You probably want the draft pick. Go get a guy that's going to add to your team, that's going to make you better. We got a lot of quarterbacks out there. You got Quinn Ewers hasn't been playing well in the second half of the season. Cam Ward's out there. I don't think he will be drafted. Well, like I said, we got to look at the draft tracker right here, because I think the Giants, they now hold the first pick in the NFL draft. So we got the Giants, Raiders, Patriots, Carolina. So hey, look, the Saints not even up here. So Cam Ward, because Carolina might need a quarter. They might surprise you, get a quarterback, but they got Bryce. Bryce has been playing well. New England already has a quarterback. So the Giants, Travis Hunter's going 1 or 2. Shador's going 1 or 2. New England Patriots don't need a quarterback. Carolina Panthers don't need a quarterback. Trevor Lawrence is already on the Jaguars. Tennessee is probably that next spot. The Jets are that next spot. Cleveland is that next spot. So those three teams are definitely taking a quarterback. Cam Ward, Ewers, Carson Beck, and yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot with that one. But yeah, Derek Carr is out for some reason for the remainder. Looks like might be the remainder of the season, remember remainder of the year. I'm not sure. He's week to week though. Week to week means you're week to week, so he might be playing week to week. Who knows? But I think you should put him out for the season. You're not going nowhere. You're not going to the playoffs. You're not. I mean the Falcons are vulnerable. Their division is vulnerable, so you kind of want to play hard and try to get that playoff burst and playoff push just to say you made the playoffs. But any person that's coming out of this division is a free buy, and that's why the Vikings, they're at a good spot because the free buy is the Atlanta Falcons. Whoever coming out that division between the Saints and Buccaneers, like y'all got it, all that type of stuff. Jets, Jets, Giants. We got some eliminations that time of the year. We got some eliminations going on. Let's show you all the teams that have been eliminated so far. I know we got Giants, we got Raiders, we got Browns, we got Jets, we got Jaguars, we got Titans, we got Patriots. It's that time of the year. Those are a lot of the teams that will be picking top 10 in the NFL draft that will be looking for a quarterback. Screen's kind of a little messed up here. I got to get this right. But Jets just officially got eliminated after a disappointing season. I don't know how you come back. Teams eliminated. I don't know how you come back next year. The owner's terrible. The two teams that play there are terrible. Giants, Jets. We seen the if y'all seen the plane flying over and what it said, like it's bad up there in New York. The only thing going for them are the Yankees. That's the only thing going for them are the Yankees. Because right now the Knicks are so. You got Karl-Anthony Towns and whatnot. The Knicks are so. You know what I'm saying? They've been better than what they have been in before in recent, not in recent years, but in, you know what I'm saying, for the past 20 years, because the Knicks have not just been good until they just got Brunson. So basically, last 3 years have been okay. Anything before that, y'all, the Knicks have been terrible. The Knicks have been terrible. The Nets have been terrible. The Giants and the Jets are terrible. And that's all they got going for them up there is the Yankees. The last time that the Jets made a playoff push, Aaron Rodgers won his first Super Bowl. Phillip Rivers led the NFL in passing yards. Phillip Rivers led the NFL in passing yards. That's the last time y'all made a playoff push. Aaron Rodgers' first Super Bowl. Vikings head coach was Kevin O'Connell. You know Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell was the quarterback for the Jets in the preseason. He played in the preseason for the Jets. So the Vikings head coach was a quarterback in the league at the time the Jets made the playoffs. Tom Brady won his second NFL MVP. Andy Reid was the head coach of the Eagles. The list goes further and further and further, and it just gets worse and worse and worse for these teams, for the Jets going down the stretch, bro. It's not looking good. The playoff drought is the longest in NFL, NHL, WNBA, whatever league you want to call it. They lead the league in that. They lead the league in all of that. But it's just pretty bad for the Jets, and it's nothing that you can do right now. But Yeah, I think you get rid of Aaron Rodgers. I don't think Aaron Rodgers plays another season for the Jets. Whoever put that plane up in the sky, you're completely right. You're completely right. That it's over with, bro. It's over with. But let me share my screen real fast, and let's get to another topic. And we having fun. You know what I'm saying? We got this Cowboys Bengals game coming up. I need them to lose so none of these guys so these guys don't feel like they're coming back. They're going to make a playoff push and they're going to do this at the end of the season. And this is where we've been all season. And our team is good. Our team is damn good. Say Michael Parsons. No. Bengals, can you win one game? Can you put up a lot of, can your deep, no, let me put it like this. Can your defense get a stop against a team with Cooper Rush? I know we lost, so I can't say I can't talk a lot of junk, but that's a division game. The division game is going to play you hard, just like the Chargers and the Chiefs. And we've seen that go down. Sometimes your division just plays you well. But the Bengals, you have been putting up points after points against these guys, and we're going to get to our little Cowboys Bengals prediction in just a second. But man, let's see if I can find that plane that flew over the MetLife. Plane flying over MetLife. Because the Jets are just terrible. The Giants are horrible. And I just found it. Let me share my screen for y'all guys. It is just a bad situation going on with the New York Jets and the New York Giants. How are y'all this bad? You telling me the last time y'all had a playoff push was Aaron Rodgers was one of your best, was in the league, won his first Super Bowl. Andy Reid was the coach of the Eagles. That's the last time y'all had a playoff push. Y'all had the longest drought in any sports organization franchise history. Phillip Rivers led the league in passing yards. That last time y'all had a playoff push, you got Sauce Gardner, you got Quinnen Williams, you got Aaron Rodgers, you got Garrett Wilson, you got Devontae Adams, you had Lazard, you had Mike Williams, you got Breece Hall. You done had every player in the book with the name brand attached to him, and you have lost how many consecutive? You have lost how many back-to-back play? You haven't been in the playoffs in how long? And how long? New York is a distraction. That's why they are trash. They aren't focused on football. 1,000% with you, Devin. 1,000% with you. And like I said earlier, they just relying on the Yankees. That's all they got up there is the baseball team up there. That's it. You don't got nothing else going for y'all down there but a baseball up there, but a baseball team. Only one win out of the last 2 months combined from the both teams in the New York Giants and the Jets. Only one win. Jets have one win in the last 2 months, and the Giants haven't won at all, 0, and have no home game wins. And yes, I'm surprised a guy decided to go in a plane and fly that shit over, but these fans got to make a statement. I know it's a disaster. Yeah, and the Knicks just became good. So the Brooklyn Nets are terrible, the Giants are terrible, the Jets are terrible, and the Knicks just became good. New York is one of the worst franchises you can have ever, and you would think they would be good with the social media. It's supposed to be the media mecca. This is what they call New York, the number one media mecca of the world, the number one brand in the world. But your teams are so ass. Your teams are so ass. And y'all tell me, honestly, one of y'all need to move out of there. Already had, like, like I said, and I'll tell y'all a story. We had, like I said, just went to the game to a Wizards game with my brothers, and why is the NHL team playing in the one spot? Why is the WNBA basketball team playing in one spot and the Wizards playing at Capital One? You should not have y'all are supposed to be the number one spot in the world, New York City, and y'all are both sharing a stadium. Makes zero sense. And we're gonna leave it at that. Like I said, all these teams have been eliminated. They will be looking for a quarterback. John, let's y'all tell me which one of these teams come out and be better next year. Giants, Raiders, Browns, Jets, Jaguars, Titans, and Patriots. Which one of those teams will turn around and be better than what they've been, and make a playoff push? Which one of these teams are going to be good? Because you already know it just comes down to it. One of these bad teams might be good. We seen the Lions. The Lions, they just got good in the last couple years. The Commanders, we just got good. Y'all know what we did last season. We had the number 2 pick and we got Jaden Daniels, and now look what we doing. So it's not all done for the Jets, but y'all have been the worst so far in NFL history. Moving on. College football bracket. College football playoffs have just been announced. The Heisman Trophy finalists have just been announced. So let's get to it. How y'all feel about Alabama being left off? They put in SMU. Honestly, put in Alabama. I know these times are different, but who is SMU? Somebody tell me who the hell is SMU. You got to have the Heisman Trophy winner in there. Boise State. They've been playing well. Ashton Jeanty is sensational. That guy from Arizona State is real good. They running back is real good. He got a weird ass last name. Um, You got Texas, Ohio State. That's going to be a great matchup. Oregon, they get the bye week. Georgia, they get the bye week. Boise State, they're in there with the bye week. And Arizona State also have a bye week. Texas have to come back and they got to beat Clemson this upcoming game because the one against Georgia was horrible. I know some people up there were like, man, if Arch Manning got in here, we might have won this game, but I'm not sure. Penn State, SMU, I'm expecting Penn State to come out there. They put up some high amount of points against some great teams, man. They put up some high caliber points against some great teams. But college football playoffs, man, y'all gotta love it. We back at it. 24/7. I will talk about the game from the night on Tuesday. Hopefully, we got Vance back up on here. We can talk about some more football, some more sports. You gotta love it. It's Christmas time coming around. Shout out all y'all down in y'all Christmas shopping. I know I damn sure ain't done it yet. You know what I'm saying? Gotta wait for some little bit of some money come in. You know what I'm saying? These kids, they don't know. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get this money coming in. But finalists for the Heisman Trophy, we got Cam Ward. Passing yards. Uh Passing yards. 4,123 yards for Cam Ward. He definitely was a favorite at a point. Not questioning any of these guys on here. These guys who've been nominated, you got 5, but it's between Travis Hunter and Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty. It just comes down to that point. But the finalists are named. And I'll show y'all up on here. Like I said, we got Cam Ward, we got Ashton Jeanty, we got Travis Hunter. Let's go through it real quick. And Dillon Gabriel, who has his Oregon team undefeated and has been playing well as like I said, this quarterback draft isn't that great. Cam Ward is decent. He needs development. Ewers, he could turn over the ball and be bad at points, and big situations could crush him. And that's what it comes down to. You want a quarterback that can get you in big situations and win in good situations. And Ewers just hasn't been that great. But let's look up these Heisman Trophy finalists. So here we go. Your Heisman Trophy finalists on screen now. Which one of these guys will come on top? Which one of these guys will get the Heisman Trophy? I think it's a two-man race. You guys they added to it: Cam Ward, Dillon Gabriel. You gotta have some quarterbacks in there, and Travis Hunter. We all know the snaps he takes on offense and defense. I know snaps is not a stat. Snaps is not a stat. That's kind of the guys that are on Jeanty's side. NFL players are making their case for Ashton Jeanty. He almost has Barry Sanders' rushing record. Travis Hunter, the number one corner and the number one wide receiver in the NFL, guaranteed. It's not even close. And for a guy that can play both sides and turn over the ball and do different things on the offensive side and the defensive side, hey, that's the guy I want. Cam Ward, he did that. He was the favorite at one point. He was taking the league by storm at one point. Cam Ward was sensational, but at the back half, and then you lose to Syracuse, which was a horrible win. All you had to do was beat them, and you would have been in. Like with Colorado, you could have been in the playoffs, but you lose to Kansas. You had you controlled your destiny. Miami, they controlled their destiny. Travis Hunter, they control, and the Colorado Buffs, they controlled their destiny. You know the two guys that are on this finals list, these Heisman final list, two guys that are in the playoffs, Ashton Jeanty and Dillon Gabriel. Dillon Gabriel, Oregon, are undefeated. Ashton Jeanty has solely been carrying this Boise State team. Nobody would be talking about Boise State unless Ashton Jeanty was on this team, and that's for a complete fact. I love this list. If you and you might have a couple people who are snubbed off this list. Maybe you could have put Shedeur. I don't think Shedeur should be in there, but maybe you could put Shedeur in there. Shedor's a very good player. Travis Hunter and these guys, and Travis Hunter to me is my vote. If I had a vote, no, I don't got a vote. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in their circle. And the playoff committee, and they having these shows and and all this stuff. I don't get why there's a committee who votes. Really, it shouldn't just come down to that, who votes who's in or not in. It should just be set. But when you're dealing with 1,000 teams in college football, it happens that way. And y'all tell me, Ashton Jeanty or Travis Hunter, who do you got winning the Heisman Trophy? Who do y'all got winning, man? Who y'all got winning? I want to hear y'all in the chat. I love everybody who tuned in to this video. Buffalo Bills, they lose in a teeth wrenching, a bone crushing win, just a close one for the Rams. But I'm loving this list from for the Heisman Trophy, and it's gonna be between Travis Hunter and Ashton Jeanty, and already know it. It's gonna come out when Jeanty wins it or when Travis wins it. Oh, this guy, he only won it because of this, and this guy, he only did it because of this. There's going to be a lot of animosity to the person who won it and the person who didn't win it. But shout out to all these guys. They've had a phenomenal career in college, and will be looking to have a sensational career in NFL and to whichever team they go to. I see Travis is either going one or two, Raiders or the Giants. Shedeur, Cam Ward, either to the Raiders or the Giants. And Deion Sanders is already making that case with Antonio Pierce. If Antonio Pierce is the head coach for the Raiders, I don't know. He really didn't give him a chance. He had O'Connell at quarterback the whole year. You had Devontae Adams. He really wasn't making no move to get another quarterback. And that's the reason why the Raiders are just so bad right now. So who knows if Antonio Pierce is going to be the coach for the Raiders, but he might have Travis, he might have Cam Ward or Dillon Gabriel, or one of these guys that's up here as the Heisman finalist, and all these guys you would think will be drafted. I don't think there's ever been a guy who's been a Heisman finalist and not been drafted, which would be crazy if somebody didn't get drafted. But that's what it comes down to. And yeah, man, we got a game coming up at round 8:20. We got the Bengals and the Cowboys. Who do y'all feel will win that game? Who do y'all feel that will come out on top? Will the Cowboys get another win? Will the Bengals fall apart? Will they put up 500 passing yards and Jamar Chase to have 3 TDs and at the end their defense is just not good? So y'all tell me what will happen between the Cowboys and the Bengals. I think it comes down to gonna come down to either their best players on defense and who's going to step up on defense. And I think the Cowboys, they just have a better defense. But to me, who knows, man? Who really knows? Does it really even matter? I don't think any of these teams will be making the playoffs. So yes, this is important. This is probably important for these teams to win these games. But as you can see, not Derek Carr. Dak Prescott out for the year. Cooper Rush will be getting the start. Trey Lance will be the backup. Joe Burrow, he's the starter. You're the guy. This is a vulnerable Cowboys team with injuries. You should be taking this team out. Without a doubt, Joe Burrow. Without a doubt. I don't know what the... They fell all the way back to the Bungles. That's what they went back to. They went back to the Bungles. But 8:15 start up. Check out the cleats. The cleats going hard. I don't know who cleats those are. But you already know. My calls, my cleats. These guys showing off the cleats. Pretty fire, bro. Pretty fire. But who y'all got, man? Who y'all got for the who y'all got for the Heisman finalists? Who y'all got for the Dallas Cowboys or the Bengals? I thank y'all for watching me today. Like I said, no Vance, but you know what I'm saying? You guys are gonna hold it down, keep it consistent, keep this show up. If y'all have any comments, comment after the video is over. Comment during the video. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna respond to all my comments and keep y'all locked in to all the stuff that's going on around the sports world. I will be on at 7 p.m. I don't know if Vance will be on at 7 p.m. tomorrow with me. He has finals for college. Y'all know, some people who got finals for college. Y'all know how that stuff goes. Very important time of the week for a college person. So wish him luck and the test he's going to do and whatnot. But I'm here. I'm ready to talk some football. I'm ready to get to y'all. Y'all talk, have a conversation with y'all about what's going on. Like I said, Chiefs for the 9th straight time clinch the AFC West. They get off with a doinked field goal, 44-42. The Rams beat the Bills in a sensational game, the best game of the year, offensive wise. And you know, fans, we like to see the offensive side of football. We don't like to see those defensive games. We like to see somebody go crazy and go for 6 touchdowns, as in Josh Allen, who is my MVP front runner as of right now. Derek Carr out for several weeks with a concussion. It just been broke. He's week to week. Who knows if he comes back? I don't think the Saints will be doing anything. But yes, their division is up for grabs, as the Falcons have been a disaster these past couple weeks. Should Michael Penix get a start? College football playoffs have been announced. Alabama left off. Miami Canes left off. Colorado didn't make it in. Of course, they lost to Kansas. And the bracket's looking well. Oregon got a first round bye. Boise State first round bye. Georgia first round bye. They beat Texas in the SEC championship, but they're not officially out. Texas will be going against Clemson. College football's here. NFL is here. NBA going to start the cook up here in just a little bit with playoffs coming up. We all know, us sports fans, we ain't watching no NBA up until the playoffs kind of start. Y'all tell me we should win the Heisman. Ashton Genty or Travis Hunter. That's going to do it for me today, y'all. Y'all tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. I thank y'all for tuning in and commenting in the comment section. Thank you. God bless, baby.